Okay, boys, so part two is very quick. So you can see the idea of imperialism was accepted. Here's a children's poem, and as you go through the ABCs, they're even saying, and they're getting to these kids fairly young, that C's for colonies, rightly we boast that all of the great nations, Great Britain has the most, that form of nationalism there. If you're interested and you have time, I do encourage you to check out the Belgians in the Congo. So you can see there from this pretty nasty picture just what imperialism and colonialism had in store for the people of Africa. So as you can see there, in 1884, the Berlin West African Conference divided up the African continent among the great powers such as Germany, France, and Britain. So the poor people of West Africa didn't have a say, but a group of great white men got together from the great powers of Europe and decided to divide up Africa to get the spoils of Africa. Again, that belief that we're better off there for the people. We will be giving the people there a better life and also make some money. So what was the reason for going into the Congo? Well, the Belgians got the Congo, and around the time that people had invented the rubber tyre, rubber trees were much sought after, and they were used. They were used on the tyres and extracted using slave labour. So, again, almost in order to justify going in there, missionaries went in there and educated the Congolese. And I've probably speeding through this a lot faster than I would, but at the end of the day, 10 million people. Many historians claim that this was the number of Congolese affected, forcing them to work under the threat of having their hands and feet, or those of the children, cut off. Women were raped, men executed, and villages burned. One of the reasons for the hand thing was if you had to discipline a Congolese or you had to shoot them, you had to account for every bullet at the end of the day that you came back without. So you'd have to come back with, well, you've only had 3 bullets in your clip and you had 6, so you needed to show 3 hands. So often we had this incredible thing happen. If you're interested in a little bit more, if we were in class at the moment, I would usually show you a few of these clips, but it's worth checking these out if you go to this presentation, which I've posted into the Google Classroom. Again, a lot longer, and if sure you've heard of the crash course people, they're very fast. But again, if you want to consolidate your work, if you're interested in history, it's worth learning a little bit more about imperialism by checking out this video. Again, we would have watched it if we had more than the half an hour. So the main takeaway for your notes, this main takeaway, you probably already guessed it, is that the danger of competing nations all wanting to take slices of an unclaimed land like Africa means that if you're one of those first world nations, you start to get anxious that you're going to miss out. You're also getting anxious that other countries are wanting what you want. So, and you start to anger other countries, and other countries start to be angry by you. So what you do, obviously, is build up military so you can be strong, and you actually start to seek alliances with other countries so that it's another form of militarism. You won't attack me because I'm friends with this big block of people. So that's the main takeaway. Just so you know I mean this, the main point there is written a little bit better there. So you can use this presentation if you click on the RealTime one, which is included in Google Doc. I think it's point number 3. I've put the link there. So there's some information for you. Now, your time to work. If you read the notes, sorry about the traffic. If you read the notes that I've included in the Google Doc, you'll see it's written really clearly that I've put a 3-page PDF in, but you can also click on the link here. If you go to the presentation, I just want you to write some notes about imperialism. I should see some of the things I've talked about and some of the things from this particular section. Okay, I'll let you do that and we'll see you on Friday. See you later.